Hey friends, welcome back. Now we are going to continue our MERN stack series. This is our e-commerce website and we are doing a Flipkart clone. So this is what we have, our product list page, right? And we also have a product brand page, for example, Apple, right? So this is what we have, and let's go back to the Samsung. So as per the original Flipkart website, this is the Samsung store, right? If you go and check, for example, Samsung M01, so this is one product. If you go, this is the product description page. You can see all about products. So here we have on the right side a bigger product with the zooming features, right? And two action button, add to cart, buy now. And here we also have the thumbnails, like the upper view and back view of the product. And on the right side we have the product title, price of the product, discount offers, and couple of more things, small things. We can do that, we can work on that later after completing the series, like after completing the core functionality of the Flipkart clone. So here we have description and all, and yes, right. So I have created this page, back of view, and the code of this page you can find over here. So this is webscript.info, and here you can see someone has commented, like has created a post saying like he is facing a problem about like Redux DevTools extension isn't working. So this is a very common error, module not found. So probably hasn't installed a Redux DevTools extension properly, or it got failed to install. Maybe there are many reasons. So he has to check the package.json file to ensure like he has installed or not. And so I have also commented over here like he needs to install this library, right? So the important thing over here is I have created one more post that is about the product description page clone. And here's the component, and okay, that's something wrong over here. And you can see it's a header component, so by mistake I have added header component instead of product description component. So don't worry, I will update this post and you can find the link in the description. Okay, forget it now, and let's go and check our component. So here we have, let me show you the few changes what you have to do. And why I'm doing all this, it's because of just to some speed work. And yeah, you are familiar with lots of things, so it is very easy to follow like that. Okay, so the changes are a few, like what we have to do. First is what I have done. You can go to the action file and you can see auth.actions, right? So here we have a action that is sign out action, and I have commented all the codes except dispatch, like logout request and logout success. So it will just erase the token from the browser, so, and the user will be logged out, right? And we'll do the API call later. So this is the change you have to do by yourself, just copy and paste. So this is in the auth.action.js file. We have a few changes in the header component also, so you can go and see the header component, index.js file. And as you can see, I have a change in my VS Code. So I'm using a theme called Cobalt. You can also download that theme if it looks great to you. Just go to the plugin section and you can search for Cobalt. And here you can see the themes, Cobalt Next, Cobalt theme. So whatever you feel like great, you can install that theme and you can get this kind of preview with this theme, right? So let's go back to the code. So here we have our index.js file, and let me show you the changes in this file, right? So the first thing here, I have added like a sign out action, right? And here you can see I have created a function that is the logout, and here we are simply dispatching a sign out action, right? So this is the change. Next we have a drop down menu for the logged in users, and I have added a on click function over here. So here we have our object with the label logout, and icon I don't have icon, so it is right now null. And on click I have created a new property and attached our function that is logout, right? So what we have to do, we have to change in our internal framework drop down material UI, right? So drop down menu, we have to make a little change. So let's go there, index.js file, and this is our drop down menu component, right? And the change is very simple. So here is our old existing li tag and then a couple of enters, and that's it. So here we have an anchor tag, and I have added an on-click function, right? So it is going to trigger when someone click on the logout, right? And I'm just avoiding the default behavior in case of anchor tag. For example, in case of if I'm writing an anchor tag, so because of the React and in general we have a link for the navigation, but if I'm using anchor tag, it will make the page reload. It will force the page to reload, right? So to avoid that reloading part, I'm using a property or a method, a prevent default, that is a part of event, right? So event is click, and I'm avoiding the default behavior of the browser by calling prevent default function. And then I'm simply checking because there are a couple of other menus also, and I'm not attaching on click function. So I will simply check if there is any on click method. If there is method, then I'm calling that on click method. So whatever it is, logout or anything, it will trigger this on click function and it will execute the relevant function, which is you can see it is a logout. So it will trigger a logout function, right? So this is the change over here right now, and rest of the thing in this header component is as it is. Now for that change to work, right, we have that's it, right? So we have this logout, you can log out the user. And now let me show you how this logout is working or not. So you can go to the login, and right now yeah, you can go click on this login, click on login with the user, right? And also let me open the Redux so you can see the proper state. You can click over the Redux tab and you can see this is what we are doing over here. And now let me, okay, yes, now add the password, do the login, and you can see the login request, and it is successful, login success, and I have got my name. Now let's reload the page. So this is also working absolutely fine. And yes, now I also have a option that is logout. So let me try and see logout is working and not. And I have kind of little glitch over this drop down, so it is not in a proper way. Okay, let's try. So here we have a logout option, and I have attached a logout function over here. So let me click, and you can see I have got my back to the normal. So it is now a non-logged in user, right? And let me show you the Redux actions. So as you can see, because of that click, it has dispatched actions like logout request. So loading false true, whatever it is, then logout success. So it simply destroyed the token. So all of them got empty, false, and blank. So it's now a normal user. It is no more a logged in user. So this is working fine, right? Next, let me show you the product page. I have also created a product page. So let me close the header component, and so you can copy the code. So here I have a containers and I have a product details page. Let me go to the index.js file. So this is our old product details page, and I have added lots of things over here. So this is what we already have added, and then we have added this use effect. This is normal, right? And here I'm just checking object.keys. So product details is an object, and I want to check is there any key. So obviously if I will have data, then I will have some keys, but if there is no keys, for example, if it is like initial state or product details is empty, so it will be an empty object, and length of the object will be 0, and it will simply return null. Okay, so we will avoid errors by this. Then if there is after the calling the use effect method, so we'll get the product details, and this will be false, and this will return this time, right? And here what we have added, so this was our old code. We were displaying the name of the product. Now I've added lots of things, like I have added a container for the to hold the whole page, so that is product description container. And then we have a div with the class flex row, so that is just a css property display flex. Okay, so let me show you how it looks. Then we have a thumbnail. Well, let me show you the page so you can understand it better. and the functionality. So here we have our Samsung product. Okay, let's open one of them, and here we have got this. So that's because of the page what we have created. Cost is the dynamic, name is dynamic, rest are static. So as you can see, I'm not displaying all the previews over here, but just main first product image with two action buttons, that is add to create and buy now, and some price details, right? Let me now see the product description page. So the description container is this whole one, the whole container, everything, like including this small, this bigger image, name, this breed option like home, mobile, Samsung, and everything, right? So that's a container. Then we have a flex row, right? So the flex row is nothing but this part, right? So the right part, left part is the image, and right part is the details of the product. That is a flex. Inside the flex we have the image, so that's a vertical image stack, as you can see the class name, and you can also find the style property over here, right? So you can go to the index.js file and you can see the vertical image stack. And right now I'm not displaying any image over here, so I will simply try to display it right now. So here I have the images. Okay, let me try and display it. Product details dot product pictures, okay, dot map, and I will say thumb. Yes, thumb is cool. Thumb comma index, and I will say img tag src and alt. So here I will say thumb, that is thumb dot img. Here I will use a helper function, that is generate public URL, which we have created last time, right? And here we'll pass the path of the image, so thumb dot img. And let's remove this one, which is not required over here. So thumbnail vertical image, thumb active, right? And that's the generate public URL, and you can get that over here. So URL config and generate public URL. Now that's thumb.image, so that's just if the preview gets failed, then it will show the path. That's it. Okay, now let's save this and let's go and check the browser, and you can see, yep, we have got all the stacks and it is looking very bad. So this is the first image, and this is the second, this is the third, fourth, and all, right? So we have to work on the CSS a little bit. So let's go and work on it. And here I have a thumbnail, right? Now let's go to the CSS code and find the thumbnail, thumbnail.active. Here we have 63. Here we'll say overflow hidden, right? And also let's see the overflow hidden vertical image stack. Let's go copy and find the CSS. So here a vertical stack, and here I'll say display flex, and flex direction, that is going to be column. Okay, and let's save this. So actually what is happening over here, image, okay, the wrong part is I'm getting all of them is over here. Okay, so instead of doing this, we'll add our code over here, and we'll take this thing, or just this thing. Okay, just take this thing, right? And now let's take this div, and also take this one, and now we don't need this one, so you can comment it for now. And here we have thumbnail active and all, and vertical image tag displays flex direction is column. Yes, we have got all of them. So yep, now it is something better. Now we have to make the change in image. So for now I'm just temporarily using the existing image instead of adding some actual previews, right? So we can use that image, that is not an issue. So here we have thumbnail, and let's go to the style.css part and find the thumbnail code. So here we have our thumbnail part, and thumbnail active. Here we'll say thumbnail and img, right? Max hyphen width, that is going to be 100%. Max hyphen height, that is going to be 100%. Object fit, that is going to be content, so it will be like original image instead of stretching and all, right? So here you can see now it is now better, right? Better than the previous one. And also you can go to the index.js file and you can remove this active class, so you can that blue border will disappear, right? So it is looking kind more cool than the old one. Now we have to make this image look in the center. So what we have to do, go again to the style.css part, and this thumbnail, this image is inline element, and the feature of inline elements are you can also apply the text property. So here I can simply say text hyphen align center, or you can simply apply some transform property, absolute and all. You can make the things center, whatever way you want to prefer, you can do it. This is the simplest way, and you can see everything is in the center, right? The image is in the center, and it is looking nice, cool. And on the right side I have the actual image, and this container is looking bigger than the actual one. So let's do and inspect it. Yep, the size is unusual and it is 500 pixel, that is not required. I think that's enough. 430 or 50, maybe 50 is great. Okay, 440 is great. So we can make the things in center, right? Vertically centered. Let's go index.js and product description image container. Find this class style.css, and here we have our product description. Instead of 500, we'll say 440 pixel. And also let's go to the index and remove the button, right? So here I have used our existing material button. So this is the material button with the class flex row, that is just display flex. And here we have our material button where we have title, add to cart, background color, text. The new things I've added, that icon. Okay, so I have added a property icon, and you can find the implementation in our components folder, that is material UI index.js. And just see the material button, where this, yeah, material button over here, and you can see we have added things like props.icon. So internally we can display the icons within the button. If props icon exists, then simply render the props icon, that is nothing but an SVG element, and title is compulsory. Next we have on click. On the click of it, we'll run this function, we'll check the on click exists. If it exists, then we'll call it. Now let's go back to the product page index.js, and here we have our two buttons, that is a material button, add to cart, and another one is the buy now. And this button is coming inside this, and product description image container. Okay, let's go copy and style.css. Here we have, so yep. And yeah, instead of adding border in the product description container, I will add in the image container. Okay, so our button will be outside of the border as per the Flipkart clone, as per the original Flipkart website. So as you can see, the button is outside, and yes, this is looking kind of similar. On the right side we have the title of the image and all the other CSS properties to make this star and ratings, that is static hard coded. Show off price of the item, available offers, and the description. So let's display few things dynamically. We have the description, right? So let's display the description also, index.js part, and here you can see the breed, that is also the static, home, mobiles, Samsung Galaxy. So here we can display the original name. So we'll say product details dot name. And yes, Samsung Galaxy M01 Black is coming over here, right? We'll work on these things later. Now let's move on to other things. So title is coming already. I have already added. This is the hard-coded part, like ratings and reviews. We are not working now. And then we have some discounts. So we are not added any property related to the discounts. And so that is also the hard coded part. And here we have the price that is dynamic, and 22% off is again the static code. Next we have available offers. I have added some rough CSS. Then we have a description, and here we'll add description. We'll say a product dot product details dot a description, right? Save this. Let's go, and you can see that we are getting the description, right? And let's see and why the spacing is not there. I'm just checking it. So here it is. Font size, we'll say margin font right 10 pixel. Yes, it is working. Then why it is not there? So we'll add the description over here, right? So margin from the right side in the description text, margin right, 20 pixel is great enough. Yeah, now we are getting the description of the item, right? We have add to cart button, we have buy now button. Okay, now let's see other products. So we can see there's some changes over here. So let's go over here, and we can now we are getting more preview options, more thumbnail options, the bigger image, and then we are getting the price, original price, Samsung product, and the description of the Samsung, right? So this is working great. And let's go back again and see other products. Yep, so everything is working well. Now here you can see the login is working fine. You can log in. Let's try and log in. Say res@webscript.info password, and then log in. So you can see my name over here is one card I'm getting, as well as I'm getting log out option. Go to the home back. And also I want to show you, I have added a font family, so that you can add also. So that's a font family Roboto. You can see index.html, and this is the link, font family link. It's a Google font, googleapis.com, and the font family name is a railway, and another one is a robot. So I'm using robot, I guess. And here a few more changes. Let me show you in the app.css file. So I've added this asterisk with the font family Roboto, and a new class flex row with the display flex, because kind of this class we are going to use a lot. And that's it. So this is what the change I have shown you. So do not worry about the code. And if you have any question, just let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye. Have a nice day.